The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. Will be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
In motion left comes Williams. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Williams, a man in motion right. Here's Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Dadev213, 32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Herbert has it knocked free, and the Seahawks have picked it up. So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit. Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running left is Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Smith. And this a quick slant to Lockett. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme. Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless. You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6.
Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Herbert just beat the play clock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
In motion right comes Allen. On second down, Eckler. And he's got some space here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Running on first down, Eckler. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Allen, the man in motion right. Once more, here's Eckler. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Smith to the right side and complete to Metcalf. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Now it's Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Geno. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. They find some open field here. And it'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Calling that a very strong gain of 24. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. Now Geno on 1st down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Throwing on third down. Smith. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the deep.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tariq Woolen picks it. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
After the interception, here's Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Noah Fant, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Myers connects on the PAT as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And with that last touchdown, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. After the run, now Herbert to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Herbert now to throw. He's got a man, complete. He's by himself, Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 66 yards. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Back to throw, Smith. Gets this to Fant, and he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
To throw again on second down, Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. Now Geno. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Smith throwing again. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Geno now to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Smith now to throw. And the ball is knocked out and picked up by the Chargers. Should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for 2 here. Now Herbert following the turnover. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
It's tough enough to play defense. But after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.